Hey guys. So this is a brand new Unplugged. This is going to be a two-parter. In this part, I'm going to be entailing all the primary stuff, and then the second video is going to be the conclusion and all of that. So I'd let you guys know that. So let's get into this. But before I do, I just have a question that I want to present to you guys. Have you ever experienced like a really, really horrible bout of depression? And I mean like so freaking bad that like it was driving you to all sorts of horrible things like anger, frustration, suicide, or self-harm, or any of these things. Because this video is not only going to be in this two-part thing, it's not going to be only entailing that, but also one of the, if not the darkest, most uncertain time in my life. And and this two-part will be entailing that, and also the things that I did to get out of it and to get my life back on track and back in order. And here we go with part one of this video. Also, before I get any further into this video, I just want to let you guys know there are going to be points during this where I'm going to be talking about self-harm, I'm going to be talking about suicide attempts. So this is just a warning for every single one of you who may or may not be triggered or hurt by hearing this sort of thing. So if you have a problem with that, then please don't watch this video any further. But if you do intend to watch this video through the end, then keep going. Here we go. So this all started when I was about 16, 17 years old. And this was the start. Like I said, this was the start of probably one of the darkest, most uncertain times of my life. Because, okay, so I'm a sophomore in high school at around this time. And up until this point, high school's been going pretty good for me. At the time, my dad was working a night manager shift at this cheese factory called Gosner's. And this one night, he just left for work, and I didn't really think anything of it, and kind of went to bed a little while after he left. I want to say he left at around like 10 or 11 at night, and I passed out at around 1:30. Anyway, I went to bed that night not really thinking much of it. And it wasn't until like about 3 or 4 in the morning I get a bang, like a really heavy bang on my bedroom door. And it was my older sister. She was like, "Hey, dad never made it to work." And I was like, "What?" And so me and her and our mom, we woke up and we were freaking out. We were going crazy. It was a really crazy night, and we didn't know what to think. We didn't know if dad was alive. We didn't know if he was dead. We didn't know anything that was going on. And so it wouldn't be until like either the next day or the day after that that we got a phone call from him, and he was telling us, and he basically told us, "Oh yeah, this happened, and I went to Idaho and yada yada, and I made an attempt on my life." And just a day or two after that was when my parents were filling out their stuff to file for a divorce. And that just, not just my dad leaving and walking out, but the fact that they were divorcing, just those factors coming into this whole thing just really broke my entire world. Everything that I grew up with, that I thought I knew, everything that I had dealt with up to this point was crumbling. All of it was just fracturing and crumbling all around me. It was basically like the Earth's atmosphere had been taken away and it was disintegrating as a rock in space. That was basically what was happening with this divorce. And I became so sad, angry, negative, depressed, frustrated. I was every single negative human emotion you could probably think of was mishmashed into me during that time. And the thing was, it had gotten so bad with me that I no longer wanted to deal with any of that emotion. And so one day I I came home from school and I had basically formed a plan to kill myself. And I tried it 3 different times. I tried it once with a razor, but chickened out and I didn't do it. I tried it again by ODing on some pills that were in the medicine cabinet. And then I tried to do it a third time by hanging myself with a belt. And I couldn't OD on the pills because my gag reflex activated and I spat them out. And with the belt, the weight of my body snapped the belt itself, and I basically fell to the ground on my butt. But anyway, I literally had no control over anything. I couldn't kill myself. I couldn't be angry or frustrated. I had power over not a single damn thing. I didn't have a power over a damn thing during that time. And so I was like, well, what do I do? What do I do? And that was a question I was asking myself quite a bit, was what do I do? And one day I just came home from school and I just went to my room and I did my homework. And as soon as I wrapped it up, I just kind of sat there on the floor of my room and I noticed that one of my CDs was there. My CD player wasn't too far away, and I picked up my CD player and I popped in the CD, and the CD, of course, was AFI Sing the Sorrow. And after I popped in that CD into my player, I just laid back on my bed and I just let my mind wander into this CD. And I gotta tell you something, man. That CD had a really powerful sway over me because just hearing that CD, it made me feel like I wasn't alone, that what I was dealing with wasn't unrelatable or something like that. And it was just such a good feeling to hear that in this music felt like I was being talked to and I was being listened to by somebody who I didn't even know, whatever. And just hearing from this music that what I was feeling was basically in this CD, it was just a beyond indescribable feeling of something that I didn't even realize at the time. But you know what? After listening to that album just time and time again during that time, it just really started to change and shift the course of everything that I had thought about the divorce up to that point. And that album basically did something for me that I never thought anything could do, which was it gave me a second lease on life. And from there, I started to change. I started to shift. I started to, think about life and things in a way that I didn't think was possible. It actually steered me into the direction of wanting to go to therapy. My story of therapy will be for the second part of this video. If any of you have any moments you've dealt with depression, suicidal thoughts, or things like that, and you've had an object or person or something in your life that just really shifted your perception, your point of view, or something like that on the situation that you were in and just totally shifted it for you, please let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, the second part of this video will entail my journey with therapy out of my depressive state. But yeah, the AFI CD, that was part 1 of this journey. And yeah, it really did help me start to come out of that. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below what you thought. And I will see you all in the next video. And I hope you all look forward to seeing part 2 of this video as much as I will telling you all about my journey with therapy on this journey. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!